Hi guys, welcome back to my live. Wait, I will fix my camera. Uh-huh. Wait. So guys, welcome back to my live. This is our fourth mini story. So the title of this mini story is all about guitar teacher. But first, I would like to uh, tell you the words that we are going to use in this mini story. So we have words to know, review. I will give you the explanation of those words, and also I use some idioms in this mini story. At the same time, sample sentences. So number one, we have accountant. Okay, so the one who is skilled in the practice of accounting, or who is in charge in the public or private accounts, or the one who keeps or inspect money and investment records. For example, the person reviewing your financials when you file taxes. So those are an accountant. Or maybe we can say he is an accountant, or he has been an accountant in the company for 10 years. All right. So number two, we have lousy. If we are talking about lousy, that means really bad or terrible. So he has a lousy job, or he has a very bad job. All right. What a lousy vacation I had. It rained all day. Okay. I didn't enjoy it. Another example is the movie I saw last night was boring, okay? It was lousy. I just wasted my money. Okay, so number three, we have dislike, okay? So this is a formal way of saying I don't like, all right? So it sounds formal, right? Someone or something that you consider them to be unpleasant, that you do not like them, okay? You dislike them. So I'll give you examples. We don't serve liver often because so many people dislike it. Okay. Another example, he dislikes his boss, or he dislikes his job. Another example is once you start to dislike someone, everything they do begins to annoy you. Okay, so and the number four, we have uh, choose someone out. So this is an idiomatic expression. If you got chewed out, that means someone yelled at you or scolded at you to criticize someone angrily. So, for example, the teacher has chewed out two of his students for arriving late at school. Another example, she got chewed out with her boss because she forgot to submit her sales report on time. Okay, so let's move on to the number five. Okay, so we have word design. So this means to choose something, especially after thinking carefully about several possibilities before you will make your decision. For example, they decided to move abroad and make a fresh start. After a gap of 5 years, Jennifer decided to go back to work full time. Have you decided where you are going to work for your holiday this year? So those are the example of decide. So moving on to number six, we have get a raise. Okay, so this is also an idiomatic expression that if you got a raise, that means you got an increase the amount of money that you pay or you get every month. Okay, you got an increase of your salary. So, for example, Tom got a raise in his new job, or getting a raise is a very good thing. All right, so moving on to number 7, we have change someone's mind. Okay, so if someone's changed their mind, that means you already decided what to do or choose, but unfortunately, you have changed your thought about the things or to cause someone to change an opinion or decision. So, for example, Peter has decided to go to Paris this year, but he changed his mind. He will go there next year. Another example, a lot of tourists change their mind for not traveling to China because of the coronavirus. Okay. So another example, I have changed my mind for not taking some classes this semester. I want some break. Okay, guys, so moving on to number 8, we have to pick someone's brain. If you pick someone's brain, that means you are trying to get some ideas from them. All right, so for example, I am picking my friend's brain in what are the cheapest airlines to book tickets. Another example, she picked her mother's brain because she didn't know what gift to give at her father's 17th birthday party. The last one is my friend tried to pick my brain on how to cook some Korean recipes. Okay, guys. The number 9 we have accept. Okay, so this means to take or receive it. If you accept something, you say yes to it or agree to take. Okay, so for example, I accepted the job offer from my former employer. If you're talking about former, that means your previous employer or your maybe your boss before. Okay, employer, that means your boss. But if you are the worker, we call you employee. Okay, so another example, she didn't accept my opinion. That's okay, all right? She will realize it soon. Or you better accept my recommendation. Number 10, we have the word offer. Okay, so offer, or we call this a verb, right? If you offer something to someone, you ask them if they would like to have it or use it. So the number of companies offering them for work increased. Jane offered him an apple. If you offer to do something, you say that you are willing to do. For example, can I get you a drink? She offered. All right. Peter offered to teach them water skiing. And the last one, we have another one on the road. So on the road, that means this is also an idiomatic expression. That means you are traveling at the moment. You are going to have a long journey, serious journeys on the road, all right? So Jenny and Jacob are on the road right now. They are going to Jeju Island. And the last one, we've been on the road since last week or since last Monday or last weekend. Okay, you are still traveling at the moment. Okay, guys, I will check you who's been here and then I will answer if you can try to make your own examples based on those words. And before we will read our mini story. So let me check who's been here. Oh my God, my camera is, oh no. Wait, guys. Wait, guys, I need to fix my camera because it's opposite. Oh no. So sorry. I don't know what's wrong with this. Maybe. Mm, how about this one? How about this one, guys? Is it okay? I think so. I'm having problem with this camera, guys. I don't know how to fix it. It's really annoying. Oh my goodness. Is this really live? Yes, it is, Jennifer. This is live, but I'm having hard time with this my phone because I only using my phone, my camera. So let me check this one. Let me fix it. I'm always having hard time with this. How about this one, guys? Oh no, can't see it. Let me check. Let me try to fix it. Oh my God. Because I tried to do like this, but it's opposite, right? This is terrible. I hate it. Oh no. Okay na po. Paano guys? Oh my, paano guys? Ganito? Like this, right? Is that okay? Okay, so let's continue our mini story. So annoying. I think I have to face here. But okay, guys, I got an idea because I need to put here maybe. Wait, please. Okay, there you go. How about this one, guys? Is that okay? Much better, right? All right, so let's move on to our. By the way, guys, welcome to my viewers. Safety first with Mr. Ben. Hello from India. Hello to you, Jennifer and Priya. Hello. Welcome to my live. And who's been here? Anna Rose Senior. Welcome to my live. Okay, guys, so are you ready for a mini story? I will read our mini story and then I will ask a lot of questions about this story. And then if you can type in your answer, try to type in. And this is really funny, guys. So let's move on to our mini story. There you go. There's that one. So this one is a guitar teacher. This is the title of our mini story. So there was a monkey, and his name Steve. And Steve lived in the jungle. Steve lived in the jungle with his wife and their two babies. Okay, so now that is only two stanza, but now I am going to ask you a question about those reading, right? So was there a man or a monkey? Can you please type in your answer? Was there a man or a monkey? Let me check. Uh-huh. Okay, so there was a man, of course, right? There was a man. Was there, what was the monk? Oh, sorry. There was a monkey. I'm sorry, guys. There was a monkey, of course. Uh-huh. Okay, so what was the monkey's name? What was the monkey's name? The monkey's name was Steve. Of course, the monkey's name was Steve. Did Steve live in the desert or in the jungle? Where did Steve live? He lived in the jungle. Okay, so who did Steve live with? Who did Steve live with? He lived with his wife and his two babies. Okay, so who lived with Steve and his wife? If you remember, do you remember my reading, guys? Of course, they are two babies. Okay, so the one who lived with his wife and Steve, there are two babies. Okay. How many babies did he have? How many babies? They had two babies. Guys, I'm using this mini story in the past. So try to identify my questions if I ask you how many babies did they have. So had, the past tense of have is had. Okay, so you can answer they had two babies. Right? So, well, Steve, let's continue our reading. Well, Steve was an accountant, but Steve hated going to work. He hated going to work because he had a lousy job. But Steve had to go to work. He had to go to work because he needed money for his family. Okay? So now it's time for our question. Hello, Be. Welcome to my live, Be. I am live class mini story. And yes, if you can answer, then try to type in. And then if you're not, you can just listen to my mini story. I will also answer, so you don't have to worry, guys. I will answer my questions. Audio is a bit choppy. Oh, really? Ah, oh, what's wrong? The audio, the. Okay, how about this one, guys? Jennifer, is that okay? The audio? Is that okay now, Jennifer? Can you hear me well? Before I continue our mini story, can you hear me well? Thank you, Beth. Keep going, host. Okay, thank you. So I will continue our mini story. So where are we now? Okay, so what was Steve's job? Was he a policeman? Do you remember? What was his job? Uh-huh. If you can answer, can you try to answer, guys? What was his job? Was he a policeman? No, he was not a policeman. He was an accountant, right? Accountant. So was Steve wife an accountant? Was his wife an accountant? Yes or no? You try your answer, yes or no? Okay, so no, she was not an accountant. Steve was an accountant, right? Did Steve enjoy going to work? Did Steve like going to work? Did he enjoy it? Yes or no? No, he did not enjoy it. All right. So why didn't Steve like going to work? Why did not Steve like going to work? What's wrong? Because he had a lousy job, all right? So that's why he did not like going to work because he had a very bad job. He had a lousy job. Did Steve had a good job or a very bad job? He had a lousy job, okay? He had a very bad job. Did Steve have to work? Did he have to work, guys? Yes, of course, because he needed money for his family, so he must go to work. Okay, so let me see. Audience was very good at the beginning. The elephants. Mhm. But now Jennifer is not good because I try to put on my. But how about now? It's not good. There's something wrong with this. Let me check. How about this now? Oh no. Oh, it's opposite. It's terrible. Oh no. I think before I make live, I need to check everything. The audio. When I switch back my phone, your neck is you might have step neck, guys. Oh my goodness. How about the audio now? Is it okay? So let's move on. All right, so there you go. This is a quite long, eight stanza. Okay, so he must to go to work, right? Because he needed money for his family. Okay, so there you go. Well, Steve did not like his boss, and his boss was Tom Cruise. And Steve disliked Tom Cruise because Tom Cruise chewed him out. Okay, he chewed him out every day, and Steve did not like to be chewed out. Now it's time for our questions. Who did Steve dislike? Who? Who did Steve dislike? He disliked Tom Cruise, all right? He did not like Tom Cruise. Did he dislike his mother or his boss? No, no. He disliked his no, no. He disliked Tom Cruise, okay? He did not uh like his mom, okay? I'm not, let me check. I'm not complaining with okay, guys. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Okay, so I'll just keep going at. All right. So let me see. Who was his boss? Was his boss Will Smith or Tom Cruise? His boss was Tom Cruise, of course. Okay. Why did Steve dislike Tom Cruise? Why? Why? Because Steve, why dislike? Just okay, guys. I don't need to go. All right. Steve disliked Tom Cruise because he chewed him out. Okay. If you chewed him out, that means you yell at that person. Okay. If you got chewed out, that means that person yelled at you. So another question: did Tom Cruise laugh at Steve? No, never, right? So he never laughed at Steve. He chewed him out every single day, okay? Every day he yelled at Steve. So how often did Tom Cruise chew out Steve? How often? How often? Okay, how often, guys? Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, I'll just keep going at, and then I will answer my questions. So you will really absorb this story. Okay, so how often, guys? Tom Cruise chewed him out every day. Okay, so did Steve like to be chewed out? Did he like to be yelled at with his boss? Of course not. Okay, you guys, do you like to be chewed out every day with your boss? Of course, we don't like, right? So he didn't like to be chewed out. So did Steve like to be yelled at? Of course not. Chewed out, yelled at are same, right? So he didn't like either, right? So moving on to our next reading. Uh-huh. Yes, okay. So moving on to our next reading. Well, one day, Steve decided to quit his job, but Tom Cruise did not want Steve to quit his job. No, no, no. He did not want Steve to quit his job because Steve was a very good accountant. So Tom Cruise gave Steve a raise. Okay? He gave Steve a raise because he wanted Steve to change his mind. He wanted him to change his mind about quitting the job. But Steve still quit his job. Okay, so it's time for our questions. Who did Steve, no, no, who decided to quit his job? Who? Of course, Steve did, right? He decided to quit his job. Did Tom Cruise decide to quit his job? No, 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 of course not. Tom is a boss, right? He did not decide to quit his job. What did Steve decide to do? What did Steve decide to do? Decide the past tense is okay, so he decided to quit his job. Now another questions. Who got a raise? Okay, if you got a raise, that means you got an increased amount of money that you get paid every month or your salary. Okay, who got a raise? Of course, Steve got a raise. Who did give Steve a raise? Who? Well, probably Tom Cruise because Tom Cruise, Steve boss, okay? Tom Cruise gave him a raise, okay? Give or past tense is gave, right? So why did Tom Cruise give him a raise? Why? Because he wanted he wanted Steve to change his mind, okay? Did Steve change his mind about quitting the job? Did he change his mind? No, Steve did not change his mind, okay? He still quit the job, okay? Well, Steve did not want to be an accountant anymore. No more, okay? But he did not know what type of job that he wanted. So he called his friend. His friend is Barack Obama. He called Barack Obama because he wanted to pick Barack Obama's brain. Okay, and Barack Obama told Steve that he needed to get a job as an airplane pilot. And then he offered Steve a job to be his airplane pilot. Steve accepted the job offer. He accepted the job to fly Barack Obama's plane. Okay, so now it's time for our questions. So let me see. I'm an English tutor and I want to learn from you. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I'm glad to know about that one, Jennifer. Okay. I'm really happy to share my knowledge, my ideas to the other teachers. So there you go. Let's continue our mini story. So it's time for our questions. Did Steve want to be an accountant? No, not anymore. Oh, yes, not anymore, right? Did Steve want to be an accountant? Not anymore, okay? He did not want to be an accountant anymore, no more, okay? So, who did Steve call? Did Steve call Tom Cruise? No, he called his friends Barack Obama, okay? Why did Steve call Barack Obama? Why did he call him? Because he wanted to pick Barack Obama's brain, okay? To pick Barack Obama's brain, that means you are trying to get some ideas from them, okay? So, did Barack Obama want to pick Steve? Did Barack Obama wants to get some ideas from Steve? Oh, no, no, of course not, okay? Steve wanted to pick Barack Obama's brain, not Barack Obama. He wants to, no, no, not Barack Obama wants to pick Steve brain. Okay, so moving on to the next questions. What type of job did Barack Obama tell Steve that he needed to get? What type of job? Mhm. He told Steve that he needed to get a job as an airplane pilot. Okay, who did offer Steve a job as an airplane pilot? Who? Of course, Barack Obama offered him a job as an airplane pilot. All right. So, did Steve decline the job offer from Barack Obama? Did he reject? Of course not. Okay. He didn't decline. Okay. He accepted the job offer. All right. So, it's time for another question. Who accepted the job offer from Barack Obama? Who? Of course, Steve did, right? Steve accepted the job offer from Barack Obama. Who did Steve accepted a job offer from? Who? From who? From Tom Cruise? No, not from Tom Cruise, right? It was from Barack Obama. Okay, so moving on to the next reading. Okay, next paragraph. So let me see. Kate, hello, Kate. Welcome to my live. Now I am teaching a mini story. I am reading this mini story with question and answer. If you can type in, if you can follow, then try to answer it. And if you can just listen to a mini story, this is really fun, funny mini story, and you can interact by answering my questions. So let's move on. So where are we now? So next stanza or next paragraph. And Steve worked as Barack Obama's airplane pilot for 3 months. Okay, but there was a problem. He did not like the job. He did not like the job because he was on the road a lot. Okay, if you are on the road, that means you are always traveling. Okay, so and Steve did not like and did not see his family when he was on the road. And he wanted to see his family every day. But when he was on the road, Steve was not at home, of course, and his family was at home. So Steve quit the job after only 3 months. And Barack Obama was sad because he really liked Steve. But he understood that Steve wanted to see his family every day. Okay, now it's time for our question. For how long did Steve work as Barack Obama's airplane pilot? For how long? Okay, he worked as Barack Obama's pilot or airplane pilot for only 3 months. All right. So what did Steve do for 3 months? What did he do? He did as an airplane pilot. Okay. So did Steve like being Barack Obama's airplane pilot? Did he like the job? No, he did not like the job. Why didn't Steve like the job? Why? Kung buhani kang paru, sam unda. Sam- what you got me? Oh my God. Yes, guys. Because this is studying, right? Yeah, I understand. Because if it's studying, uh, uh, maybe you always feel sleepy. But if you really want to learn it, then you will eager to listen this funny mini story. Okay, so moving on to the next one. So where are we now? Okay, so why didn't Steve like the job? Why didn't Steve did not Steve like the job? Why? He didn't like the job because he was on the road a lot. Okay, and if he is on the road, he's away from home. Okay, so that's why he did not like the job. Mhm. So did Steve see his family when he was on the road? Of course not. Okay, who wanted to see his family every day? Who? Did Barack Obama or who? Steve, of course. Okay, so let me check. Why didn't like his? Yes, he didn't like his job because he was on the road on the road a lot. If you are on the road, that means you are keep on traveling. Okay, so let's move on. Mhm. Who wanted to see his family every day? Who? Who wanted to see his family every day? Barack Obama or Steve? Yes, of course Steve did. Okay. He wanted to see his family every day. Okay, so who quit the job as Barack Obama's airplane pilot? Who? Yes, Steve did, right? Okay, so Steve quit Barack Obama's as an airplane pilot. Okay, so he quit another job. So now let's move on to the next reading. Well, after he quit the job with Barack Obama, Steve did not know what to do. So he called his father. He called his father because he wanted to pick his father's brain. Okay, so if you trying to pick someone's brain, that means you are trying to get some ideas from them. Just like when he called Barack Obama, okay, he wanted to pick his brain, his father, and Steve's father told him that he needed to find a job where he could do what he loved to do, right? So, okay, so moving on to the next questions. Who did Steve call? Did he call his wife or his father? Who did Steve call, guys? Uh-huh. Who did Steve call? Let me see. Okay, so he called his father. Okay, I'm asking you, who did uh, Steve call? Okay, call, the past tense is called, right? So why did he call his father? Why? Because he wanted to pick his father's brain, of course. Okay, he wanted to pick his father's brain. Did he call his father because he wanted his father to play golf with him? No, 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 of course not. Okay. Did Barack Obama wants to pick Steve father's brain? No, of course not. Okay. Steve did. Did Steve want to speak to his father and try to get some ideas from him? Yes, okay. He wanted to talk his father and try to get some ideas from him. What did Steve's father tell him? Okay, tell. The past tense of tell is? Okay, can you please try to answer, guys? What what did Steve's father tell Steve? Okay. Oh, but Chan's live family blog. Welcome to my live. Thank you so much. This is a live class, a mini story, and I'm reading the each paragraph and I ask a lot of questions about the story. And if you can interact or you can answer the questions I'm asking, you can type in and let me see, and then let's correct your sentences. So moving on to the, okay, let's proceed, guys. So where are we now? So, okay, so there you go. Yes, okay. So he told him that he would find a job where he could do what he loved to do. Okay, that is Steve Fathers told him. Okay, so moving on to the next reading. Okay, next paragraph. Well, there were two things that Steve loved to do. He loved to play the guitar and he loved to teach. So Steve found a job teaching people how to play the guitar. He found a job as a guitar teacher. And Steve was a very good guitar teacher. He helped his students a lot and he never shut them out. And guess who his first students was? Barack Obama. Okay, so Barack Obama was Steve's first student and he was a guitar teacher when he was a guitar teacher. Okay, so it's time for our questions. There you go. Yeah, this is a mini story. Mini story. Bachan Pamela blog. This is a mini story. Okay, so there you go. Let me see our questions. Let me see if you remember my reading. So, what two things did Steve love to do? Mm-hmm. Bashan, what two things did Steve love to do? Can you please type in? If you remember my reading, then you can answer it. Do you still remember my reading? Okay, I will give you time to type in, guys, if you're still there. Jennifer, 71st, Kate, Anna Rose, where are you? Are you still there? Okay, so let me check. Where are you going? No, I'm not going anywhere. I am still here, guys. So let me see. What two things did Steve love to do? Okay, do you remember my reading? I read a while ago. So what are the two things Steve loved to do? Let me check. Okay, guys, so I will answer. He loved to play the guitar and he loved to teach people. Okay, so those are the two things Steve loved to do. Okay, did Steve love to play the piano? Yes or no? Did he love to play the piano? No, I don't have booked this one. This is from the site that I studied before. But this Chancellor family, and then I just want to share with you guys. Okay. Uh, hello. Okay, Patricia, Sella family black. Okay, so did Steve love to play the piano? Oh, thank you so much, Patricia. Did he love to play the piano? Yes or no? No, of course not. He loved to play the guitar. All right. Okay, so what type of job did Steve find? What type of job? He found a job as a guitar teacher. Okay, so that's the job. Steve found it. Okay, did Steve like to chew his students out? Did he like to yell at his students? Angry with his students? Did he like it? Yes or no? Of course not. Okay, of course not. He never chewed his students out. He never angry with his students. Okay, he never yelled at his students. So who was Steve's first students? Do you remember? Who was Steve's first students? Barack Obama or Tom Cruise? Who? Do you remember? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Batishan. I will coming to you later when I finish my live. Okay, Amy, hi. Welcome to my live. Hi, Amy. I think you are late. I almost done the mini story question and answer portion. And then later I will read the whole story without stopping, without asking any questions. And then I also prepare some multiple choice that you can choose. All right. So there you go. Let me check. Okay, thank you so much, Batishan. If you can answer my questions, then please try to interact my question. Try to type in your answer, okay? So let me continue. Hmm. So who was the first student? It was Barack Obama. Okay, so first no, the first student Steve was Barack Obama. All right. So well, Steve loved being a guitar teacher. It was the first job that he had ever had, and he loved it. Okay, and because he loved his job, he lived a very, very happy life. Okay, so that's the end of our mini story. I hope you enjoy it. And now it's your turn to tell the story. But anyway, guys, I will read the whole story without stopping it and try to listen. Let me see. My friend's not coming this live. Why, Amy? Maybe they're busy. Okay, so I'll just read the whole mini story. Try to listen it. So there you go, guys, without stopping. Mhm. A guitar teacher mini story. Okay, so there was a monkey, and his name Steve. And Steve lived in the jungle. Steve lived in the jungle with his wife and their two babies. Well, Steve was an accountant, but Steve hated going to work. He hated going to work because he had a lousy job. But Steve had to go to work. He had to go to work because he needed money for his family. Well, Steve did not like his boss, and his boss was Tom Cruise. And Steve disliked Tom Cruise because Tom Cruise showed him out. He showed him out every single day, and Steve did not like to be showed out. Well, one day, Steve decided to quit his job. But Tom Cruise did not want Steve to quit his job. No, no, no. He did not want Steve to quit his job because Steve was a very good accountant. So Tom Cruise gave Steve a raise. He gave Steve a raise because he wanted Steve to change his mind. He wanted him to change his mind about quitting the job. But Steve still quit his job. Well, Steve did not want to be an accountant anymore. No more, okay? But he did not know what type of job that he wanted. So he called his friend Barack Obama. He called Barack Obama because he wanted to pick Barack Obama's brain. And Barack Obama told Steve that he needed to get a job as an airplane pilot. And then he offered Steve a job to be an airplane pilot. Steve accepted the job offer. He accepted the job to fly Barack Obama's plane. And Steve worked as Barack Obama's airplane pilot for 3 months. Okay, but there was a problem. He did not like the job. He did not like the job because he was on the road a lot. And Steve did not see his family when he was on the road. And he wanted to see his family every day. But when Steve was on the road, he was not at home. He's away from his family, and his family is at home. So Steve quit the job after only 3 months. And Barack Obama was sad because he really wanted and he really liked Steve. But he understood that Steve wanted to see his family every day. Okay? So, well, after he quit the job with Barack Obama, Steve did not know what to do. Okay, so he called his father. He called his father because he wanted to pick his father's brain, just like he did before with Barack Obama. He wanted to pick his brain, and Steve told him that he needed to find a job where he could do what he loved to do. Okay, so well, there were two things that Steve loved to do. He loved to play the guitar and he loved to teach people. So Steve found a job teaching people how to play the guitar. He found a job as a guitar teacher. And Steve was a very good guitar teacher. He helped his students a lot and he never shut them out. And guess who his first students was? It was Barack Obama, okay? Barack Obama was Steve's first student and when he was a guitar teacher. Well, Steve loved being a guitar teacher, and it was the first job that he loved ever had. And because he loved his job, he lived a very, very happy life. And that's the end of our mini story. I hope you enjoy it. And now it's your turn to tell the story. Okay, guys, so I have some questions here. This is all about multiple choice. All you have to do is to write A, B, or C. Okay, so I have some questions here. Let me check first. I love your language. Oh, thank you so much, Kate. Uh-huh. I'm fine, Kate. Okay, only speak Kamusta. Okay, so let me see our um, multiple choice. So here, Peter works as an auditor in the city hall. Okay, so we have word here, auditor, auditor. Okay, so A, secretary, B, accountant, C, treasurer. But Ishan, if you know how to answer, can you please type in A, B, or C? What is the answer, guys? If you are auditor, so how do I call you? Are you secretary, accountant, or treasurer? A, B, or C? Okay, so the answer, guys, is letter B. Okay, so if you are auditor, you are an accountant. Okay, you're the one to check or inspect those files about money. Okay, so you audit those uh, maybe taxes. Okay, so number two, this restaurant is terrible. The foods are not delicious. So if you are terrible, so we have word here, terrible. So A, lousy, B, good, C, ethical. So A, B, or C. So what is the answer, guys? A, B, or C? Janju, Oma, Egyptian something. Egyptian something. Jinju, Jinju, Oma. Yes, Jinju is in the living room because I asked her not to disturb my life. She always interrupting with me. Okay, so what is the answer? Okay, can you answer? Terrible, terrible. Okay, so what is the similar meaning of terrible? A, lousy. B, good. C, ethical. A, B, or C, guys? What is the answer? It's letter. Batishan, what is the answer? It's letter A or B or C. If you are talking about terrible, that means lousy. That means very bad. Okay, very bad. So number three, I hate dogs. Okay, I hate dogs. A. So we have word hate. So what is the similar meaning of hate? Similar or synonyms? Love. B. Dislike. C. Delight. Okay, so what is that? What is that, guys? A, B, or C? Hate, hate, hate. Okay, so if you hate, that means you dislike. Okay, you don't like, not love, not delight. Okay, so number four, John's boss yelled at him because he always came late at work. Okay, so he always came late at work, so that's why his boss yelled at him. So yell. So A, laugh. B, smiled. C, chewed him out. A, B, or C? What is the answer, guys? Yes, hate is dislike. A, B, B. Yes, the answer is letter B, dislike. Very good, Amy. Very good job, Kate. So now this one, yell, guys, yell, angry. Okay, so what is the answer, guys? Laugh, smile, or shoot him out? A, B, or C? What is the answer? Let me see. Or, hello, or. Welcome to my live. Thanks for joining. Thank you for joining. I am doing a mini story with question and answer. Now, this is the last part. This is all about multiple choice. Seva Krishna, hello to you. Thanks for joining my live. I am doing a live class with mini story. So, what is your answer, guys? If someone yelled at you, so laugh, A, laugh, B, smile, or C, shoot him out, shoot you out. What is the answer? A, B, or C? Uh-huh. Okay, so the answer is letter C. Okay, so if someone yelled at you, that means shoot at you or angry at you. Okay, not smile, not laugh. Okay, so number five, guys, we have questions here. Jane choose to work in the public school instead of private school. Okay, so A. So we have words choose, choose. So what is the similar meaning of choose? A. Decide. B. Refuse. C. Neglect. A, B, or C? Yeah, not smile. Rose, are you a teacher? Yes, I am. I am an English teacher here in Korea. I teach from elementary school, middle school, high school, until adults. So, what is the answer, guys? Oh. What is the answer? It's letter Jane chose to work in the public school instead of private school. Okay, so A, decide. B, refuse. C, neglect. A, B, or C? Can you please type in your answer? I'm Erica. Okay, Erica, hello. Welcome to you. This is a live mini story. It's almost finished. Now you're late. Why are you late, Erica? Because we don't have class today, so that's why I'm trying to catch up our mini story. So refuse, uh-huh. Choose, choose. Okay, if you choose someone, that means you refuse, guys. That means refuse, you don't like it. Okay, but if you choose, that means you decide it. Okay, you decide it. I'm sorry. It's okay, Erica. Just keep listening, and if you can answer, try to type your answer. This is only letters. You can type A, B, or C. All right. So number 6, we have he got an increase of his salary this month. Okay. Increase, guys, increase. Got an increase of his salary this month. A, got a raise. B, decrease the amount of money. C, reduce. A, B, or C? What is the answer? What is the answer, guys? A, B, or C? If you got an increase the amount of your money you get paid every month, so increase, what is that? Got a raise, decrease, or reduce? What is the answer? You look adorable. Thank you, Batika, Batishan. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. I'm done heart you. Reduce? Uh-huh. Kate. Okay, so that means, guys, if you got an increase, that means increase. Okay, you got a high payment. If reduce, that means low payment. Okay, deduction of your salary, same as decrease. So our answer is letter A. Got a raise. If you got a raise, that means you got an increase the amount of money that you get every month. Okay, your salary got a raise. Okay, high payment. Okay, got a raise. So number 7, he reevaluates to work as a CEO in the MBN company. Mhm. Reevaluates, reevaluates. Okay, so A, change his mind. B, agree. C, willing. Okay, so A, B, or C? What is that, guy? It's okay, Kate. Maybe because you were not here for the first time, I discussed the meaning of those words before I read the mini story, but you came late, so that's why. Mhm. So what is the answer, guys? Amy, Erica, are you still here? Can you please type in your answer? Who's Eve Smile? You look so very beautiful. Please. Thank you so much, Batishan. What is the answer? Stella Family Blog. You know what is the answer? Reevaluate. Mhm. My question was, he reevaluates to work as a CEO in the MBM company. A, change his mind, agree, willing. Okay, that means letter A. Okay, he already decide, but he needs to reevaluate. He needs to try to look something if he willing to work or accept or agree that position. Okay, the answer is letter A. Change his mind. Okay, so number 8, she's trying to get her ideas about moving to the United States. Okay, he's trying to get her ideas or maybe from her friends. Okay, A, to pick her arm, B, to pick leg, C, to pick her brain. Okay, so try to get some ideas from them. What is that, guys? Uh-huh. What is the answer? The answer is A, B, or C. If you are trying to get some ideas with the other people, that means you are trying to pick their brain, okay? Picking your brain, okay? Trying to get some ideas from them, okay? You're trying to pick some ideas, trying to pick some opinions, okay? Can you please tell me what should I do? Okay, you're trying to ask them some ideas or opinions. You're trying to pick their brain, okay? Not picking inside, okay? So moving on, so the answer is letter C, to pick her brain. Number 9, they embrace my new ideas about having an outdoor activity once a month in my classes. Embrace, okay? Embrace. If you embrace something, that means you embrace it. Okay, so what is the answer? A, reject. B, accept. C, deny. Okay, so A, B, or C. What is the answer, guys? If you embrace someone ideas, you reject, you accept, or you just deny it. Okay, so A or B and C. What is the answer? Are you still here, Amy, Erica, Kate? Are you still here? Jennifer, are you still here? Okay, guys, so the answer is letter. Yes, the answer is letter B. Okay, if you embrace someone ideas, that means you accept it. Okay, you accept their ideas, not deny, not reject. Okay, it's letter B. And the last question is, they are traveling to New York City at the moment. Mhm. A, on the road, B, on the rocks, C, on the bus. A, B, or C? What is the answer? Are you still there, guys? What is the answer? All right, I think you're gone. Okay, so the answer is letter. This is the last question, guys. So try to answer, guys. They are traveling to New York City at the moment. So A, on the road, B, on the rocks, C, on the bus. So what is the answer? Mm-hmm. Batisha and Salah Family Blog, what is your answer? A, B, or C? Kate, are you still there? Erica, are you still there? Can you please type your answer? This is the last question. Uh-huh. Okay, so the answer is letter A. Okay, so if you are traveling, that means you are on the road. Okay, you have a long journey. Okay, you are traveling at the moment if you're on the road. Okay, all right, guys. That's it for now. This is all about our guitar mini story. And thank you so much for joining my live today. And thank you so much, Batisha, Blood, Kate, Erica, and who's been here? Uh, Minjin, Park, and Jennifer. Thank you so much, guys. Anna Rose and who else? Safety first. Thank you so much for joining my live. And that's it for now. And I'll see you for the next live classes. Thanks for watching. Bye. Have a good night, guys.